Hello guys, welcome back to Compilation. In this video, I like to talk about how is NITA so far, her best rotation, and best team composition. Usually, I will start by giving a quick explanation about her weapon mechanics first, but I don't think we need that since NITA's signature weapon is very simple. All it needs is her total HP to reach 40,000. Both of these effects will be immediately activated. Not complicated, but it must be difficult for new players to reach that high. NITA's stats I use for this DPS calculation is full Octus Drive, Tier 2 signature weapon, and the free Logistic stat with 11.8% thermal damage talent. For NITA solo DPS comparison, I like to say she's average maybe. But if you compare her to other main DPS with Tier 1 signature weapon and add Manifestation 2, she is indeed very good. So probably we can say that a full build NITA with Octus Drive 4 and Tier 2 signature weapon is equal to other main DPS with Manifestation 2 and Tier 1 signature weapon. But unlike other operatives that their Manifestation can still be farmed daily, or by pulling their Tier 2 signature weapon to upgrade them, NITA has no more room to grow because this is her maximum upgrade. Unless she were to pair with Marian Riptide, so you can upgrade Marian Riptide instead. As for her best rotation, NITA have 3 possible rotations. The first one is you start with standard skill, while the second one is you start with ultimate skill. For the third one is only possible if you replace this alignment index talent with skill hash talent and achieve a total skill hash of 49.2. So the first 2 rotations are possible even with the free Logistic set, while the third one is only possible after you get a total 49.2 skill hash for the Logistic talent. Starting with standard skill is probably the most effective one if the boss is far from your starting location. All you need to do is you can use other operative support skill first, then follow up by using NITA's standard skill for 1 cycle. After that, use her ultimate skill, then followed by another 2 cycles of her standard skill again until her ultimate skill cooldown reset. Then use her ultimate skill again. While the second one start by using her ultimate skill, this rotation is only effective if the enemy is within her ultimate skill rank. If you need to dodge to cross the distance first, then that will waste a lot of time and significantly reduce her DPS. Therefore, avoid using this rotation unless the enemy spawns near your location. So you don't need to dodge and can immediately use her ultimate skill to deal damage. Here is if you can use her ultimate skill without need to dodge, her DPS will be higher than the first rotation, but if you need to dodge like 4 times, then her DPS will drop below the first rotation. As for the third one, the total skill hash must be at least 49.2 or above. Even at 49.2, there is a very slight delay in her ultimate skill cooldown after NITA landing her Searing Smash. But it's still acceptable because you can still quickly use her ultimate skill and continue her rotation. The rotation is quite simple. All you need to do is keep repeating the same rotation again and again. Additionally, the DPS in this rotation will gradually increase as the amount of the HP she accumulates increase. Therefore, the longer the battle, the higher her DPS will be. Although NITA solo DPS looks promising, her team DPS also having a problem just like Series Kesana due to not having a dedicated or suitable operative for herself. Here is for example when pairing with Acacia Kaguya with signature weapon Tier 1, and here is when pairing with Marian Riptide as an off-field support. As you can see, her team DPS is still far from other operatives that have dedicated support operative. As for her best teammate, because her damage is scaled with her HP, she has very much limitation when coming to team building. Pairing her with flat attack buffer like Moxier's Shadow, Ether the Cup, or any operative that use this kind of weapon which can buff flat attack will be useless. Therefore, the options left are Marian Riptide, Acacia Kaguya with signature weapon, Test the Magician with signature weapon, or Manifestation 3 Enya Exovia. Her best teammate is Marian Riptide, since her standard skill can contribute more damage to her total DPS than her ultimate skill. If you plan to pair her with Marian Riptide, make sure to invest a lot in Marian so you can frequently include Marian into the rotation. Marian with signature weapon and Manifestation 2 is acceptable, but Manifestation 3 is recommended. While the second best teammate is Acacia Kaguya, but make sure your Acacia is using signature weapon and add Manifestation 2 or above for better performance. If your Acacia is using Prismatic Igniter, then the flat attack buff will be useless for NITA. If you don't have either one of them, you can use Test Code with signature weapon or Manifestation 3 Enya Exuvia. Her synergy with Enya Exuvia is also not really good considering that NITA doesn't shoot, so she can't recharge Enya's G4 device, not to mention that Enya's skill need cooldown, so just prioritize pairing NITA with Marian Riptide or Acacia Kaguya. So the conclusion is, NITA is a good operative for free-to-play players and beginner player due to her self-sustain ability and versatility in dealing both AoE damage and single target damage. However, in endgame or competitive gameplay, she probably underperforms unless there is a super operative that can buff skill damage taken or resistance rate without any complicated mechanism. For current condition, Marian Riptide is her best support due to NITA's standard skill can contribute the most damage to her total DPS, and including Marian Riptide into the rotation is also recommended. Therefore, investing on Marian's signature weapon and manifestation is mandatory. For the Logistic talent priority, HP percent has the highest priority, skill has is the second, need to reach at least a total 49.2 or above. You can reach that amount with a triple of 16.4 skill has talent, or like this. While the third talent is Thermal Elemental Damage. Alright, I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Cheers.